Where do we start? Backstage live.
He's like laughing already.
I'm laughing already. My back is broken. I'm interviewing Daryl again.
Oh,
where's
dude.
the liniment and tonics?
Yeah,
That's
where's
what I'm
that? We got to
asking
mix
for.
those up.
I wonder if do they got the shit to
This
make
is a
it
fraud.
over there?
This is a
It is
fraud.
a fake. It is fraud.
Do they have the shit to make a liniment and tonic
No,
over there?
they don't have
Ginger beer?
Ginger beer.
Fuck.
No, they do because they're making.
Then they have everything because they got tonic.
Well, maybe you should ask.
They got
one.
ginger beer.
Let's
they
get
got
liniment?
gin, I hope.
Then I'm having a liniment time before we play.
And what's the other thing? Red Bull. They
Red
got
Bull.
Red Bull. They got it all.
Liniment
Let's
and
start
tonics for
drinking
everyone.
liniment and tonics.
We should do that.
That'll have a great show.
Again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just can't.
Look at this.
can't.
It's the Bollweevils. I can't believe we're here. I can't.
I can't either.
Me either.
Face to face, backstage. You're the first band I've talked to so far at Riot Fest. Appropriately enough, you're the band I want to talk to first.
Yes.
As I begin my journey
Your journey today.
in
Your
2021.
2021 journey, man. It's like the road, except for there's no like kids being
Yeah, it's not
attacked.
not as post-apocalyptic.
Right. Exactly.
If anything, we're pre-apocalyptic.
We
at
are
this point.
pre-apocalyptic. We are. We're like more apocalypse Hoboken at this point, is what we are. So
We are. Since whenever I talk to the Bollweevils, it's usually me talking to Dr. Daryl Wilson. I've never had the Bollweevils in mass. Can we talk about the movie star good looks that Pete has?
yes, we talk about that
Oh
all
my
day here.
God.
Right.
What? I don't know what to say. I'm blushing. Thank you.
He's hot.
Of all the bands I'll
Jeez
interview this
Louise.
weekend, no one will have better teeth than Pete.
My
look at him.
fucking God.
I think he wants to fuck you.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
I'm in.
All right, so Bollweevils,
Dude, that was enough of.
and it's not even noon, and things already got weird.
And no alcohol's involved in this. This is the crazy thing.
So, Bollweevils have teamed up with Red Scare. This, I mean, Daryl, you'll appreciate this. This to me is like when Doctor Doom teamed up with Submariner for supervillain team up for like 14 issues. That's like an alliance there.
That is. And then, of course, T'Challa didn't like that whole thing because Doom War came out of all that stuff later on, way later.
Right.
Which is so...
Okay.
I'm drinking some ginger ale right now. Let me drink this.
So,
Oh, it tastes bitter.
so Red Scare and Bollweevils. This is awesome.
It is. I mean, that was Ken worked on that. I mean, that was something that we didn't have planned out. And in fact, it probably wasn't supposed to happen, to be quite honest,
Yeah.
because of things that were said to us many years ago. People say a lot of things to us that are supposedly nevers, and we don't believe in nevers. That's the thing. That's one thing that's not a never for
True.
us.
It's normally because of what we say to them. Right?
That it becomes a never, for sure.
But then
For
somehow
sure.
it becomes a, yes, we're doing this, and they don't realize that we've jujitsu'd them into some way of making that happen.
There was like only 4 labels that I guess I wanted to work with, and that was Red Scare, Rad Girlfriend, Doctor Strange, and Snappy Little Numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And so Red Scare just seemed like a perfect fucking match. Like we're kind of on the same wavelength. I didn't think that at the beginning because originally, like a year ago, Toby was like, I asked Toby, "Hey, what do you think of our record?" And he was like, "Well, I'm never putting out a Bollweevil record." He denies he said that, but he totally said
He
that.
did totally say that.
And I'm like, okay. And so like I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but it's been so fucking awesome. I'm
He's the
sorry I'm
best.
swearing.
He's
It's
the
just
best.
my Chicago.
He is the
accent.
best. He really is. He's like, Toby is like, we like to work with people that are kind of like us. Like we're just friends. We just hang out. Yeah, people we like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, we like to just do the long hang, and we were going to be like totally supportive of you because we're like that kind of band. And Toby fits in like big time. It's like if you can bust balls like we bust balls on everybody, and you can take that, I guess we're actually
It's like
good.
a Trojan. You know what I mean?
Like a
It's
Trojan?
like a Trojan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the horse. Or are you talking about...
Yeah. Nice
Okay.
and like fucking, we're tight.
See, now Ken's making me uncomfortable.
That's what I do. That's kind of what I do. I know you've heard that before. It's not your first.
But no,
time.
he
not your first rodeo.
But Toby, it was really cool that they reached out to us. And initially, when he heard the initial demos that we did, which were actually mixed, and we were like, "Hey, we're going to put this record out," we actually got feedback that was pretty harsh, and It was like, hey,
Him and Brendan Kelly
yeah.
said, wow, this mix sounds like shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's
basically
like,
what they said.
We love that you have these songs, but they sound horrible. And that started a whole big tidal wave of like...
Yeah, we didn't believe that.
Yeah. And then it's like we took the chance and you know, we got some info from our friends. Joe Principe said, hey, and he was kind of texting me, just, hey, think about mixing this at, you know, Blasting Room? I'm like, why would we do that? We got it mixed here. It's all done. So you're just saying this. He wasn't really saying do it, just giving information. And then finally it's like, let's just take a chance. Brendan was saying, mix it someplace else, mix it here. He was like, no. This is not the way it's going to work.
I'm always
You were like...
Then I'm yes. It's
and
the best
then
part.
we, you know, took it to Chris Biebel at Blasting Room, who's mixed Rise Against, and man, we heard those first mixes.
Awesome.
And it was like...
Well, the first mix was like, oh my God, this is terrible.
And then it was like we kept working on it and saying, hey, wait, let's do this. Make this sound this way. We were really, really meticulous about this. And I think it shows because we really put a lot into these songs, and we're really proud about it. We're really proud of them. And we want it to be the best stuff we put out, and I think it is. And when Chris put the mixes together, it was like, oh my God, these sound amazing. It's the best I think we've ever sounded.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I gotta give props where it is. We recorded with Jeff Dean at the Echo Mill, and he like knows us so well. I mean, he basically produced it. There, he gave so many suggestions. He played acoustic guitar on one of the songs that's going to be on the album, and it was like really awesome. So to me, I was like, I don't want to ruin that vibe.
Yeah.
But then after we got the mixes back from Chris at Blasting Room, I was like, oh, this is what we're supposed to sound. I mean, it sounds like us, and it's the first recording I think that's ever sounded like we do live.
Yeah. And Jeff was instrumental in like pushing us too. I mean, it was like we took all this time, and Jeff was like, "You can do that again and do that better." And it's like, "Are you kidding me?" It's like, "Really?" He's like, "We played that like 8 times." I mean, it was.
Look at me.
No, we were saying no. Everybody, no. It's like all of us were like sitting there going, "You're going to do this again. You're going to do this again." And it's like, I thought it sounded great. It's like you can do it better than that. And or saying,
He was awesome.
"I hear this. Why don't you guys do this?"
Yeah.
Here? And you're like. Really? And you play it, and it's like, oh my God, that was
I can't believe
perfect.
that. Yeah, I have full
Hold on,
faith
there's
in him.
inchworms all over you, dude.
Seriously, I'm
What is
creeped
going
out.
on?
I'm freaked out a little too.
Ken's like an inchworm magnet.
To the dressing area. You gotta
Why do they like me? I don't understand.
I feel like we all need a delousing before we
I
enter
know.
this area.
Get the powder.
Are you? You like the Scarecrow or something?
I guess. I don't know. I have that anti-monkey butt powder like in my bag, like that's supposed to help you with chafage and shit.
How does that
Maybe
attract?
that'll help with this.
How does that attract like silkworms? What is that?
I don't know.
supposed to
I
mean?
don't know what's I'm throwing stones out there. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Maybe you brought them in and you're just trying to get sympathy or something.
I don't know.
Or maybe they're falling out of the trees on
Oh,
you
that
or
could be.
I saw
That
him
could
hang
be.
the VIP a minute ago.
They're on you.
Because I wanted to go on you.
Yeah, that's the catch with VIP. You get free cocktails, you get your own bathrooms, but you're going to be covered in worms.
But you get your own silk shawl at the end of it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's made.
Exactly. You get a lovely throw.
Yes. It's just- wrap your hair in it, keep it tight at night. You know, got to sleep in that silk pillow.
So when you guys sat down, I said, my back is broken. I'm interviewing Daryl again. The hook of Liniment and Tonic has not left my head.
Yes.
That is about the most infectious chorus, hook, whatever this band has ever produced.
That's we tried it, and don't forget our other song, the Bollweevil, our anthem. That also has a little catchy tune. I mean, we write some jaunty tunes.
You do write some jaunty tunes.
I mean, it's funny the way those tunes come together because it is a.
We literally were sitting around being like, huh, man, I like this Oi band. I like this. And then we started talking about our drink, the Liniment and Tonic, and then all of a sudden, just threw some chords together, and that's the best way to write a song. Just throw it fucking together.
Just the freedom of writing songs, and we realize it's fun because we're having a good time playing.
Yeah,
I
we
think
don't
that's the key
spend a
thing.
lot of time on our songs. We just throw them together.
You can probably tell that in some sense.
See, here's the great thing. Daryl, in his other life, is a doctor, so if he recommends a beverage, I feel like we have to drink it.
I agree.
It was
I agree.
concocted together. We kind of did a little chemistry stuff to put it together. Ken was there.
Yeah.
He was the test subject.
No, I was a taste tester. You guys
Were you?
put the
Well, me and him started. We had band practice, and then you came over and were like, "You taste it and tell us what you think."
Right, because we had mixed it together beforehand, and I had we kept putting things into. We knew we had to start with the gin and tonic. We had to start with that. That's a drink that we all will drink. A tall gin and tonic is.
Well, I don't know if he'll drink.
Well, you won't drink a gin and tonic. but-
Mittler.
Gin and tonic?
Yeah.
sometimes.
So there you go.
okay.
See, it's consensus. The Bollweevils like gin and tonic. Pints of gin and
Pints of
tonic.
gin
Pints
and
of gin and
I
tonic.
just don't drink it.
Mixed at the right ratio too, not this all tonic. With the, you got to have like a double of gin.
Half glass.
Yeah.
And the gin can be, a drier gin or whatever. We just like gin. It doesn't matter, right? We're not connoisseurs of gin. We're just like.
You're
does it-
punk rock. You're not kind of
Right. Is it gin? Thank you. We'll drink that. Is it close to gin? Yeah, we'll drink that.
Is
too.
it gin adjacent?
Right. Is it gin adjacent? Yes. Is it gin adjacent? I think that's good. But we mix it together, and who'd have thunk that throwing Red Bull in there would have been.
That was the key. That was the
thing.
last ingredient.
So, and we're thinking, okay, mixing all these things together, and Ken, we got the ratios right down, because at first it was a little too much of one thing, a little too little of this. And Ken was there. He just was like, mwah, the chef's kiss at the end. He was like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And
Good call on those.
And it was like, then he came in and was like, oh, man, this is.
Fucking good. It was also like 8 in the morning.
Yeah, true. True.
Now, I want to ask everyone other than Daryl, has he been keeping you from me? Because every time Daryl does an interview for my podcast, it's just him.
It's funny you say that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's always like, he never invites us to do anything. He never introduces us like when we're walking around. It's like the Daryl show.
Yeah,
It's the Daryl show, and then
Where's Minions?
yeah,
We played England, and me and him almost got into a fight because I'm like, we're walking around, and of course everyone recognizes Daryl first and foremost. So I've come to terms with that. But we'd walk up to like somebody, and they'd be like, "Hey, Daryl," and he'd be like, "Hi," and then I'd just be we'd be standing there. And he would never. It's like, are you ashamed of us? I mean, I can understand if you would be ashamed of me, but
Well, there's silkworms all over you. We got these silkworms and crap all over you. What the hell? You got
and so I
bugs and
stormed
shit
off. I
all
got
over
like mad and stormed off and started watching Sham 69, and then we hugged it out, and everything was great
yeah, that's
because we
right.
love each other.
He did start.
He started introducing us.
In
Tell him what
Florida,
happened with
right?
you.
It was
Yeah.
Florida. That was like the first time that he introduced me to anyone ever, and the guy didn't even
Who was
shake
it?
my hand. He didn't want to talk to me. He just wanted to talk to Daryl. So I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. Don't introduce me ever again.
He's like, this is Pete, our drummer, and there was this blank stare, like just past Pete,
Yeah, like right
way
through me.
past, and didn't say anything. And Pete's standing there with his
with
hand
my hand
out.
out like an asshole.
Like-
And then I'm like, who doesn't fucking
Shake
shake
a
someone's hand? And
Right?
he still didn't care what I
I
was saying.
feel like I've gone down a bad path.
No,
We still are playing. at
there's no
Riot
bad
Fest.
paths.
So let's talk. Obviously, by the time this interview is available to the public, your performance will be past tense. But how does it feel? I mean, I think this is still interesting even after the fact. How does it feel to be on stage, Riot Fest, hometown, at the end of this nightmare we've all lived through, which bands have especially struggled through? What does it mean to be here today?
How does it feel for you?
I'm excited. I'm going to give it a go at my first sober show since I joined this band, I think.
You're an inspiration.
Yeah, well.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty fucking awesome. Like we haven't played Riot Fest for a long time. We never thought we'd play it again, and now with the pandemic and everything, it's like, wow, we're actually going to get to play a show with people in front of us. So I'm psyched. I mean, this is like amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it. I mean, it's like, as Ken said, I didn't think that would ever happen again, right? I mean, we've got all this stuff happening. We got this new record that we're really proud of, and people are buzzed about that. And we got Red Scare behind us. We got all these opportunities, and one of these big opportunities is in our own hometown, playing this festival. And we used to play it way back when, and then we're back to play it now. It is during a pandemic, and I think that they put in mitigation strategies to help make this happen. And if it wasn't for the crowd, really, if it wasn't for people being vaccinated and then following those mitigation strategies, none of this would happen anyway. So thanks to the people that came out to see us play and to make this happen at this time. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked. I was telling Daryl, I haven't been to a Riot Fest since we last played, which was 2007. and like we were in the Congress Theater,
Yeah.
and I'm like looking around this place like, wow, it's really come a long way, and I'm stoked to be a part of it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome.
As a keepsake souvenir for all guests, I have Purell hand wipes.
We need that.
Probably, maybe they'll get rid of the
Yeah, maybe they will. Yeah. It's really small. Like, how big's the wipe? Like one of those alcohol?
You can't wipe your body down with it.
You crack it open. It's like just a little.
I might need 1,000 of these.
It's not a wipe.
Oh, it's like it's just gel.
It's
Yeah.
just
Single
it's
gel.
bizarre that Ken has somehow had a biblical curse visited upon him
I know.
at Riot Fest.
I keep looking around, like waiting.
It is like a plague. I mean, got to give our firstborn children, male children up. We're going to put like, the blood on our door.
Blood on the door.
Actually, because Morrissey was here Thursday night, there's no lamb's blood available.
Oh man.
Sorry.
But if Lamb of God played, that'd be a whole other thing, though. That'd be all set.
All right, that right there, that's the Bollweevils. They are from Chicago. We love the Bollweevils. The new releases on Red Scare, the single available now, Lindemann and Tonic. My back is broken. The interview is over again. Thank you,
out.
Bollweevils.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Thank you.